We've spent the last 7 episodes building a bunch of beautiful things in our beautiful world, starting to lay the foundation for what this forever world is going to become. But now, 8 episodes in, I think it's time that we do the thing and we, quote unquote, beat Minecraft. We focused a lot on getting ourselves settled with some basic farms, storage system, some enchanting. But one thing we haven't gone too deep into yet is mining resources. For every build we've had, it's kind of just been get what you need and start building. Today, there's no build in mind. Our only focus is beating the Ender Dragon, and I'm gonna commit to beating the Wither as well today. We'll see if I regret that. We'll do the Wither first, and then we'll take on the Ender Dragon. But before all of that, I mean, look at me. You can't fight the Wither like this. We need to upgrade our armor. I technically do have armor, but you don't want to fight the Wither in that either. We also need a good bow. The bow will enchant once we get our levels up. We'll hit up the XP farm. As for the armor, I've got some diamonds. We definitely need more. So I think we're just going to start the episode off with a little resource gathering session. So let's drop down our hole. Land safely. Yes. And I think I'm just going to flashback record this. I'm going to mine for a few hours, see what we can get. And we'll have just a little talking session over it with some of the highlights. This ended up being a very successful mining trip for what it was. We started out in our strip mine, and I was getting some good ores here and there. Of course, things turned out better once we turned to actual caving, but I needed to get a lot of tuff, and I mean a lot of tuff, like 70 stacks for the build we're doing next episode. It's our biggest build yet. I'm looking forward to it. It's super cool. But yeah, tuff is the main block there. So every tuff deposit I found, I just started digging through. And the good thing about digging through tuff deposits is sometimes you uncover diamonds. This one here was pretty chock full. I think there was 3 different veins just in this one deposit of tuff. So I thought I got a bunch of it, but afterwards looking through, I might have gotten like 20 stacks. So yeah, we'll be going back to the mines next episode and collecting the rest of what we need from there. The one thing about this strip mine is it is just surrounded by the deep dark. I mean, no matter what direction I go, I end up running into shriekers and skulk sensors. So at some point, we'll want to go down there and kind of clean that up so that I don't have to worry about a warden chasing me, every direction I go. So that wrapped up the strip mining. We then went down into the caves. There's a mine shaft that basically goes down to deep slate right in that ravine there. And I just started working from the top down, gathering some iron and things. We're gonna need some hoppers too for the build we're doing next week. Just in general, we were running kind of low on supplies. So every little thing I found, I decided to grab. Here's us kind of breaking down deeper into the caves below. I remember playing Minecraft before Caves and Cliffs. Mining was just such a different game back then. Caves and Cliffs changed this game so much for the better, in my opinion. I think the whole mining aspect was kind of lackluster, though it was in the name. We did end up finding a zombie spawner. Nothing too crazy in here. I think a little bit of horse armor. There's some diamonds that I just completely missed. Looking left, right, but not down. forgotten and left alone, but I think we end up coming back to those. Awkward pause there. I think I was just waiting for my recording to get going again. This was a good vein, just a corner of diamonds here. It was one of the most obvious veins I found. And then this is where our issues started. Boom, bye-bye. Had to run back down there, gather all my stuff again, but we ended up making our way back to these diamonds, so I guess there was some good that came out of it. With that said, we made it back to the surface, and you guys are going to see we got a lot of ores out of that, enough to last us quite a while. So, well worth it. All right, I'd call that mining session a success. We only died once or twice or 3 times. I honestly don't remember, but I tried to soak touch most of the things so we could get it all at once. But a couple times I was using my fortune pick because I wanted to get cobble deep slate. So, but these are all the ores we got, and we are going to go ahead and tower up, and we'll mine it down and just see what we ended up with. One thing I know for sure is we got so much copper. So much copper. Copper, it's like, it just seems so unlimited. A couple of the builds we have coming up are going to use quite a bit of copper, so I do need it, but it does take up a lot of inventory space as you're going and looking for the things you actually want, like iron or gold or diamonds, of course. Regardless of what we pull from this, I know we'll have enough diamonds to get all the armor we want. So that is good news. And then we're going to head over to the XP farm and level up quite a bit so we can enchant all of that before we head into the nether and start hunting for some wither skulls. And we are at the top. What a view. Man, it really exposes our wheat field there. We want to build that out a little bit more. But I've got the flashback recording running, so let's mine this down and see what we get. All right, we are going to have to run inside real quick and throw some of these into a chest. Mostly copper, of course. Let's grab the rest. And plenty more copper to go around. Coal. All right, I think that's everything. Perfect. And we should grab the rest of what we left in here. Nope, our inventory's full. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's try to get organized. Got over a stack of diamonds. That's great. Can do that. We've got 2 stacks, over 2 stacks of iron, almost a stack and a half of gold. We've got 3 stacks, 4 stacks, almost 4.5 stacks of lapis, tons of redstone, which was so needed. And then, of course, all the copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 stacks of copper. All right, well, I am pretty pleased with that. I am going to start getting this stuff smelted up. And I'm not going to worry about doing all of it right now, though. And we'll transfer some of the valuables over to the storage system. We'll leave our ores in here for now. And we are going to get our armor made up. So one of the things that we'll be working on next episode includes a furnace array, which will be great for smelting up all this kind of stuff. But that's also going to include, the build will also include, I should say, an iron farm. As you can see, we were running dangerously low on redstone. No more. Suppose I can throw this armor on my horse It'll make him easier to find since he's always running away. That bright yellow sticks out nicely. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if this wants to be nice to us. Unbreaking 3, not exactly what we need. Fire protection 3 isn't bad. Aqua affinity isn't bad. Fire protection 3. Let's go with the pants first. Hey, that's it. Thorns. Depth Strider is good, but not necessarily. I like respiration. Protection 4, sweet. Boots. Depth Strider again. Protection 4. Unbreaking 3, okay. And protection 3. Depth Strider 3. Unbreaking 3, all right. Feather Falling would have been nice, but we'll get a villager to help us out with that. We'll throw mending on the boots for now. Yeah, I think that's everything we need. So, you guys know the drill. We are going to head on out of here. This guy kills me. I don't have a concrete plan for a horse stable, but it is coming. And when it does get here, oh my God, when it does get here, we will focus on breeding up some better horses because this guy, nostalgic for being my first horse, but god awful. We're gonna go ahead into the nether, and I'll catch you guys when we are at the nether fortress. Okay, we're here. I've already had a run-in with a blaze. Unfortunately, this is just such a small nether fortress, but we'll run around a little bit, see what we can find. Hopefully, we can start seeing some wither spawning. After 30 minutes, our first wither skeleton has spawned. I did all this flattening, and then I was like, maybe I should read the wiki to see how wither skeletons spawn. Yet they can only spawn on naturally generated blocks in another fortress. So all that was for nothing, but that's okay. We finally got our guy. Come on. Well, it's gonna be a long night. I'm gonna keep chilling here, running around, breaking down the blocks that are naturally generated to try to give more spawning space. And we'll see what happens. Another one. I was going on a little trip around to see if I could find anybody else. Nope. So I don't know what went on with my recording here, but for whatever reason, I tried something different, and then it completely cut out my game audio. So no game audio in this portion with a little bit of background music. Eventually, so I was complaining about how no wither skeletons were spawning. And it's because I was just standing in one space. We did get our first skull there. Once I kind of like got a loop down around this nether fortress, going down the hallway, up and around and back onto the main platform, and that really started to pick the spawns up. So it did not turn out did not take as long as I thought it was going to, I should say. I think we only killed about 50 wither skeletons. This guy, I wanted to keep him so bad, and I tried to like spleef him into a hole just to get him to not despawn. And I hit him with my pickaxe and he died in one hit. So, all right, the chicken died. The piglin I didn't care about. We continued to just go at these guys. It didn't take long to get the first one, honestly. The second and the third one took a little longer in between, but I was just surrounded by things here. This little platform worked out nicely, but it didn't provide a ton of protection. Sweet dodges there, though. I mean, come on. With every skeleton you kill, you kind of just like hold your breath. You think like if you look in a different direction or you like hit the crit at the right time, you're gonna have a higher likelihood of getting that skull. But, you know, it just didn't happen. But like I said, I think about 50 wither skeletons to take it down. And once they started spawning, it didn't take that long at all. There's our second skull here. You can see me jumping with joy. But it's funny, I ended up getting our third skull, and I ran around for like 15 more minutes, and then I looked down at my hotbar and realized I had the third skull. So you'll see me pick it up here in a little bit. I just kind of move on. I didn't do any little celebration because I didn't notice. I think sometimes the nether is just too dark with the black skull on the dark red nether brick. Just totally blends in. And that coal will trick you too. It makes you excited. And it always hurts every time you get one of those stone swords. I think those are about just as rare as the skull. A little more common, but not by much. Ultimately, I was happy we got what we needed, though, because I was worried this would just take forever. I think it probably took maybe an hour of just running around the fortress, but we got there. We're happy with it. There's that third skull I was talking about, and here I am looking for more wither skeletons because I didn't think we got it, but we did, and now we're ready to move on. All right, so that turned out to be fairly successful. We got our 3 wither skulls along with some other good loot. I've already got all the blocks we collected organized. Power 4. Okay. Not good. I mean, fine. But we really wanted infinity. Someone breaking would have been good. Oh, well. All right. I've got that power 5 villager. But I think one book is 63 emeralds. I haven't been AFKing over there enough, so I got less than a stack. I think I'm gonna roll until I get infinity. It's just going to be less stressful. I don't have that many arrows. I think I have 3 stacks, but I just don't want to worry about running out if we're in the middle of the fight, especially because I'm considering, and I think we're going to fight the Wither and the Ender Dragon at the same time. Why? I don't know. I don't know. It's something I've never done before, so I just thought it'd be fun. So that is the plan. In saying that, we need to definitely upgrade the bow as much as we can. And I also want feather falling for sure. The rest of the armor that we enchanted earlier is actually pretty decent, but it's that feather falling that I am not so sure about, because I know I'm going to get blasted up into the air. So we're going to hang out down here for a little bit. I'm going to expand this out so I can start rolling more villagers. Yes, we have plenty to choose from. And then we will go and find that stronghold. I've been using water to push these guys in because I just don't have a better way of doing it right now. All right. We also got sharpness 5 for half the price that our sharpness 4 was. So I got rid of that guy and kept him. So we got infinity. We're going to throw it on our bow. But first, we're going to AFK here so we can get this ridiculously priced Power 5 book. I probably could convert him. Maybe I'll do that just to make it a little easier on ourselves. 38. That's pretty good. And I actually think we can buy that. Nope. We're going to AFK this overnight so we can get a bunch more emeralds. Maybe we'll get feather falling as well. Once we've got all that situated, we are going to find that stronghold and get to fighting. All right, thankfully we got all that iron from our mining trip. So let's make a few blocks, make our anvil here. And let's see what we can do. We want power 5 on the bow. All right, perfect. We're gonna throw that there. And we have an unbreaking 3 and a mending that we are going to save for our elytra when we get those. All right, I think it's time to throw this thing. Let's see where we're headed. Okay, this way. And off we go. Let's see if we have to go over this mountain. Oh. Oh. Are we that? Oh, that was pretty close. I mean, it already changed direction. Could we possibly be that close to a stronghold? No way. Okay, that's pretty incredible. I am used to going like hundreds and hundreds of blocks. So it's got to be down here somewhere, right? Back this way. Back this way. All right, it's got to be right about here. I'm going to start digging down. Let's see what happens. Just realized I forgot torches. Got some coal. We'll see if we can find some wood. Still going down. Our inventory is going to be completely full by the time we get down there. No way. Look at that. Wow. What are the chances of being that close? All right, let's get this figured out here. I'm just not going to bring any of this. Just clogging up the inventory. We can always come back for it if we need to. Time to search the stronghold and see what we can find. Cool. Couple dead ends so far, so I guess we're going this way. No way. Take some bread. We know our friends, the silverfish. No eyes of Ender in here. So, oh, hello. Okay, I mean, in my over 10 years of playing Minecraft, I have never had an easier time finding a portal. We're going to go ahead and go to sleep. And here we go. Oh, did one break? That's all right. That's why we brought extra. Okay, kind of anticlimactic. Guess we don't need to make another portal down here. Maybe we will when we're done, but for right now, it's not necessary. Let's go. Lots of Endermen here for the Wither to hopefully be focused on. There's our Ender Dragon. We're going to go spawn the Wither right in the middle. All right, let's do this thing. Ooh. All right, I went to bed and got some rest so I could be fully alert for this. Here we go. He moved away from our Ender Dragon. I thought we could maybe, well, might as well. All right, here we go. Hopefully, I'm hoping it's distracted by the Enderman, but he seems to like me now. Oh, whoa. Okay, now he's distracted by the Enderman. Great. There he is. Oh my God. He's juking me like no other. Oh my God. This is going really well so far. Oh, that could be good. Run away. Ender Pearl. Okay, the distraction of the Enderman is actually working out nicely. Granted, he really likes me. Get away from him for a second. Come on, there's so many other people here. That's all right. Right to the face, okay. This is very chaotic, but I don't know what I expected. Fighting the Wither's chaotic, not when there's an Ender Dragon flying around. But we're definitely taking care of him first because he is far more dangerous. Okay, there we go. Oh, jeez. think we were... Did we get to the sword part? Oh, oh, that is helpful. Let's start to get some of these. This one doesn't help us that he's up there, though, because there's not much I can do about that. Nice shot. All right, he's coming back down. There we go. Come on. Oh, geez. Oh, needed some more milk. I've barely done any damage to this guy. Get the final blows in. There we go. All right. Now, hopefully we don't wither away. Ooh, need that. Ooh. Okay, all right. We're good. We can get these out of here. And I think we're good to start taking on the Ender Dragon. That Ender Dragon did a lot of damage for us. There we go. The one thing I like about the Ender Dragon is you can kind of relax for most of it. There's not... Oh, come on. Right there, there we go. Let's see if we can do the same over here. This one's a little harder. I really don't want to go up there. I'm pretty confident. Oh, there we go. Where else? Got one over here, one over there. Is that it? Oh, there's one right there. Eat some chicken. Did I get that? I did. What a shot. All right. I think we got one more here. But since he's in here, let's hit him. All right. I think we got one more up there, yeah. There we go. Ooh, whoa. All right, I think that's everything. We should be able to just take him out now. Okay, I'm redeeming myself after the wither atrocities. And I say that. Whoa, whoa. This could be it. Nope, not yet. Close. Missed. Again, when he comes around here. This guy's just flying through everything. He doesn't care. Another one. Come on. Another one. Another one. Shh. Whoops. There we go. I think he's going to come down now. I'll give him the sword for the last hit. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Goodbye. All right. We did it. Got our nether star there. All right. We got it all. And now it is time to find some elytra. Honestly, not too bad. Worked out. We didn't die. Super positive. We used all of our milk. Our armor is still alive and well. And we got a good amount of XP. All right, let's see where this takes us. And here we are. Oh, does it have a boat? That would solve. It doesn't look like it. Oh, that would have been so good. All right, we're going to start exploring the end now. We'll see what we can find. I do want to get a good amount of shulker shells. Doo-doo-doo. Just makes everything easier once we start getting those. Grab some end rods while we're here too. Just grab a little bit of everything. Oh, hello, hello, hello. All right, we're going to start rating these things. I'll give you guys the highlights of what we get. We'll check in officially once we get the Elytra, or at least find a city with a boat. That's a really good pick. Take that, and then what do we got? Fire protection 2. Maybe we can combine those. Don't need that. Don't need that either. Already running out of inventory space. Perfect. This guy, I could not find him. Bye-bye. All right, I cleaned up my inventory a little bit. We should be good to go. I think we started, what direction? We started coming from that direction. There's the portal over there. So we are just going to go this way, I guess. That island is really far away. So we'll have to collect some blocks down here. But yeah, we're going to do that and hop into a little travel montage. Let's go. Please tell me there's a ship on that one. Oh, it looks like there is. Yes, okay. Whew. My pinky finger hurts so bad from shifting that whole way. Swift Sneak would have been a great enchant to get. I saw this in the distance, and I honestly, I don't know if end cities typically spawn near these portals, but the first one was near one of those, so I just went in this direction, and it paid off. So now I'm gonna collect a little bit more, shift a little bit longer, and we are going to make it over there. We made it. All right. Again, my pinky finger is killing me, but I think that's all we'll need to, that's all the shifting we'll need to do for the foreseeable future, at least. Time to get in here and start collecting some more shulker shells. I'd like to get at least, I don't know, 8 to 12 shulkers are enough for me. I don't plan on making like a shulker loader or anything like that. If I do end up deciding to do that in the future, we'll come back and make a farm. But for now, I just need a few for different odds and ends, my redstone and things. All right, well, I got absolutely destroyed getting up here. Diamond horse armor, cool, and more gold. Well, that's a good sword. We'll take that, and we're gonna take this too. Our first ender chest. We don't need that. Here we go. Well, excuse me. All right, let's see what we get here. Not great. Cool armor trim. Not really needed. And some more gold. All right, we got what we came for. So let's do this. Let's do this. Aw, dang it. Is my inventory full? Oh, I didn't realize. Shoot. I'll do a little bit of flying around, see if we can get another pair. You know, just to be safe. And then we are gonna head back home. So let's go. Looks like another one, unless I just went around in a big circle, but I don't think so. Um, let's see. Only one way to find out. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need those. Yes, got it. This is a new one. Perfect. Check the loot. Ooh, diamonds, emeralds, more diamonds, and more gold. Sweet. Okay, grab that. We probably, oh, I don't know. We can throw some stuff in an ender chest for now, right? Put the good stuff in there. Some of our backup. Put those in there as well. I think that's all she wrote. All right, we got what we needed. 14 shulker shells. I can work with that. Let's find a portal out of here and let's head home. I should have been paying better attention. I do not see. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see. Ow. All right. We made it back. We'll leave the dragon egg there for now. I didn't bring anything to grab it. And home sweet home. And we are home sweet home. Look at that. Man, does it feel good to fly around. We can get everywhere we need to get a lot quicker. We don't have to worry about our slow, bad at jumping, low heart horse. So that was a long and arduous journey, but it was a success, and I cannot complain. We beat the Wither and the Ender Dragon in one fight. We got 3 pairs of Elytra, I believe. One in the Ender chest. Some good loot. Shulker shells. Everything we could have asked for. And now we're back here in our nice peaceful village where now that we've got these tools, things are going to start moving a lot quicker. So I'm really, really excited about that. I've got a lot of organizing to do between episodes, but I'm looking forward to it, getting things all straightened out, organizing some shulker shells, some shulker boxes, I should say, to help us better build and plan out our different things going on. That is like the main thing I wanted to get out of the way, and we did it. So, as we wrap up today, if you're watching today, Merry Christmas if you're celebrating. Regardless if you are or not, happy holidays. I hope everybody watching has a nice, restful, recharging holiday season. I appreciate you all tuning in. Next week, we are going to be building something big right here to help us along on that journey, a nice farm. I'm looking forward to it. I appreciate you sticking around. So that's all for this week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time.